All right, my brother. So why don't you tell everybody how you got started, when you got started, because you started at the age of 14.
Professionally, yeah.
Professionally at
Yeah.
14. Professionally at 14. And what was your first car that you restored?
68 Charger.
Really?
Yeah, it's from my brother actually in the driveway.
Really?
That was about 13, 14. He was in high school and I'm 3 years younger than him, so that was kind of our first project together. It was kind of fun. That's kind of what got me started in the whole thing. Is I started noticing girls like guys with cars. Got to get some cars, get some girls.
Girls do like guys with cars.
It's a cool
Yeah.
thing.
It's a very cool thing. So what else did you, like, how did you start with it? I mean, like, you started at 13 or 14. You weren't working. You didn't stop school at that. I mean, did you go to college? What type of things did you do? How did you learn about, and how did you come to have this whole shop? I mean, we were in 12,000 square feet of a facility, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a lot. And everything is Jaguar. Everything is just vintage. We've got brass era cars. I mean, it's very, very exciting, and we want to be able to show it to you. And so tell them a little bit about yourself.
Well, my dad had a Jag early on when actually before I was born, and when my brother was born, he had to sell. It was E-Type, 68 coupe, not a 2+2 actually, it was a 2-seat Primrose yellow car. I have pictures of it, some pieces of it. It was kind of neat.
Yeah.
To have little pieces of the car. And he always told me about that years ago. And I kind of got an inkling for it when my brother kind of got into a car, got the 68 Charger.
Yeah.
We started working on it. And then I got my foot in the door at a restoration shop, pretty much just cleaning up and doing little parts and little bits like that at about 13, 14, 15.
And was it after school, or was it summer
yeah,
job?
After school, all summer.
Yeah.
I never quit school to do it. I even went to college and got a marketing and management degree, but really only for the idea of doing my own shop one day. So it kind of finally all came together. Hanging out with Jag Club since I was probably in middle school, high school age. I was their grandchild, you know.
Yeah.
The whole time I was their grandchild, really. They kind of looked at me that way. Then it came into my own sometime a little after college, started doing more projects, and people started coming to me, which was weird.
That is weird. I mean, you're so young. I mean, dude, you're only 34 years old, right?
Yeah,
34 in all of this.
I'm not looking forward to 35. That seems. I remember
Well,
my
I'm gonna
dad
be
when he was
49.
40, so that's to me that's the number 40. I remember my dad when he was 40, so that means. Does that mean I'm technically old at 40?
No.
Okay.
100.
100?
Well, my auntie just turned 101 on the 2nd, so.
God bless.
And she's
Awesome.
still living by herself, my Auntie Evelyn. So if you're watching, Auntie, love you. All right, so back to the action. What are we doing now? I mean, so now we're working on this. We're working on a TV show for Velocity and also YouTube and whoever wants to watch. I mean, we're here for you. But, you know, the great thing about our show is that it's us. We're just hanging around and doing our thing. I mean, as you can tell on today's episode, once it's all done and said, we've got some fun in here. Last week, we were working on with the 65 XKE, the white convertible that I drove. We're actually going to be going to a garage probably next week. We're going to be working on that Miura. We've also got a 72 Dino, not 72 Dino, 72 Daytona.
Yeah, Daytona Spider, actually.
Daytona
nice
Spider.
little car.
And you drove that last week. How was it to drive?
Oh, it's a great car. Everybody looks at you like you're driving a fiberglass kit, though. They can't believe that somebody's driving down the street in a 365.
They think Miami Vice.
Yeah, they think that, but it's a real car. It's a real fun car too.
And how's that on reliability for that? I mean, it's a Ferrari, they always say, but like, what is it really like?
So far, awesome.
Really?
So far, awesome. The car had been sitting for about 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
Customer bought it at an auction, put it in his collection, didn't touch it for years. I got the call to go in there and basically bring it out of mothballs. So, all the fluids changed, fuel pumps were stuck. Took the air cleaners off, checked the carbs. Fired up after replacing all that. Great. It's been great ever since.
Fantastic.
Brakes
So,
just needed bleeding and little stuff.
a little bit of a bleed. A little bit of a bleed, man. God. I wish I knew how to work on cars. I really do, because
That's what happened.
that's gangrene, people. He's got gangrene of the hands. It's not oil or grease.
I went to college too, and that's what I got.
Isn't that great?
That's college.
I love that. I love that. And then we're going to be able to get that Miura out too, right?
That's a fun car too.
Yeah.
That's a real fun car.
Very good.
Poster car.
Yeah, it is a poster car. Sex on wheels, that's what it is. It's the term supercar. The term supercar, for anybody who's watching, who's just coming onto the show, welcome to Speedwell with myself, Michael Ledwitz, and Rob Farris. But the term supercar for the Miura, well, it's based on the Miura. And so if you hear supercar, you can thank Miura for it. So anyway, listen, we got to scoot. We're going to be here next week. You're going to be here next week, we hope. And stay tuned. There's more excitement. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.